there it is. The Battlefield 2042 beta. Came and went, and it's sad to see it go. But I clipped so many clips, and as soon as I looked back at it, and seeing that I couldn't load up the game the very next day. I mean, hey, look, it was here for 4 days, and what can I say? I started smiling, like, wow, that was a beta. Now I played I played Battlefield 1 beta when that first came out, and I played the Battlefield 5 beta when that first came out. And here I am yet again playing the Battlefield 2042 beta. And man, the very first thing I noticed was the graphics. In Battlefield history, the graphics has always been very mind-blowing. Like, it's very different from your standard shooter games. Like, it has its own thing. I mean, I guess that's kind of like a design, but like, it has just so much clarity compared to like past Battlefields. And I played every Battlefield since Bad Company 1. So, and specifically online, I've played every Battlefield since like Battlefield 4, I think, or 3. I played Bad Company 2 a little bit online, but man, when I say the graphics in this game was, soon as you load it up, it's very mind-blowing. Like, incredibly so, where I have to at times like just pause and look at what's going on. But I mean, that's Battlefield in general. This one's made for like really next gen. I'm gonna guess they're putting it on Xbox One and PS4 when it comes out. But the proper way to play it is really just having like a good mid-range to high PC or a PS5 or a Series X, because there's just no way I would suggest playing this on a last generation console. It's not nothing I would suggest. But the mobility on this game. I mean, Battlefield's had like slight mobility here and there. I remember with Battlefield 1 there was a slide mechanic, which okay, whatever. Sliding is in like a lot of other shooting games. Definitely a lot of third-person shooting games. But this one actually has the kind of like a sprint and then tactical sprint. So that just feels like a huge improvement. And I don't want to say they copied it from any other game, but I literally only ever seen 2 games do it, and I think that was Rainbow Six Battle Point or whatever it was called. I don't know. I didn't play it. And Modern Warfare 2019, and I guess you could say Warzone, but it's based off of Modern Warfare. So yeah, I'm happy to see that here. I'm happy to see the slide working. I'm happy to see that there's slide cancel. It doesn't even feel like there's a slide cancel. It just feels like you go from slide to sprinting. It just feels fast. And the movement feels really precise. Like at times, if I want a small like adjust, like if I'm at the edge of like a roof or something, if I want to do a small adjustment, I literally can. I can just sidestep, and I can like see my character like waddle and see the like look down, look, see my character's feet moving. It's so good around. The new Frostbite engine is, I don't even know, I guess this is, I'm not sure if they're still using Frostbite. I would imagine so. They used it for like the last 2 Battlefields, and Frostbite Engine 4 or Frostbite 5. Nowadays games seem like they're going more and more to like Unreal, because Unreal Engine 4 and Unreal Engine 5 seems like it's really where it's easier to make games, or just it's just cleaner overall. I don't know. I'm not a developer. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I know everything. It is what it is. But the movement is just, it is whatever you think you want to do, you can just do it. There isn't a hesitation. The complaint I've seen with other people that's played other shooters and came to Battlefield has, oh, the characters feel too heavy or too slow, or you know, whatever the case is. So it kind of like keeps them away. But with this one, I feel like you can really get away with having like a weighty character and having a tactical sprint, because there isn't difference like in movement speed depending on what weapon you're holding. You could be holding nothing and moving the same speed as holding a heavy ass LMG. It is what it is. But yeah, the Citrion devs, if you don't know who those are the people behind Need for Speed. So every time you get into like a vehicle, like a land vehicle of any type, that's usually handled by the Citrion team, the developers of Need for Speed. so it feels really good. At times in my favorite battlefields is Battlefield 1. I want to say Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4, but like really Battlefield 1. The driving mechanics are kind of wonky as hell, but because they're so like weird and funny, I don't really mind it so much. Because I don't use a vehicle in desperation. Here I do find myself like, oh, I can get this vehicle to its next objective or wherever the case is, you know. But like in Battlefield 1, the vehicles were just so derpy. Like they looked very nice and clean and detailed, but the mechanics were not there. Here, I really feel like if I was playing more on controller, I would have felt like this is just Need for Speed. Like I can really just tell they did a good job in the handling of driving. So, oh god, I'm watching this clip and I think I just splattered like 5 people. So I'm rewatching the gameplay as I'm talking, and oh man, that was gruesome. But the air support vehicles, I haven't really touched any air support vehicles since Battlefield 4. And I've never really been good at them because it's usually inverted, and I've tried my best to get used to the inverted controls. And overall, I'm just a sucky ass pilot. It just is what it is. I'm not the best. But in this one, I said, okay, I'm going to dedicate a full 20 to 30 minute match and just play nothing. If I die, I'm gonna wait for the helicopter or little bird helicopter. I'm gonna wait. I'm not touching anything else. And I've done that before in past battlefields. I'm like, okay, let me just commit to see how I can do and if it's something I really want to pick up. I found myself for the first time, this could just be because of the beta hype or just me being, you know, I don't know, overly excited about the game, but I found myself really waiting for a helicopter in this game. If it's the attack helicopter, if it's a little bird, my personal favorite little bird because the movement is just, it can get in and out of situations really quick. It can dodge like lock-on missiles. I found myself really actually wanting to use the air support vehicles, so that's a plus in my book. The weather and wind effects, at times when it's raining, like the water will get on the gun. I'm not saying that doesn't happen in other shooting games and why, oh wow, that's not that special, that happens in this game. But I don't see it all the time, especially when the weather's dynamic. There's been full 20 to 30 minute matches. I have not seen the rain or storm come in at all. But when the rain comes in, the way it shines off the gun, you can see it dripping. And say if there's like a storm coming too, oh man, you can see at times you would turn your gun and see which direction the wind is headed, and the water would go off the gun in that same direction. And it was just like the fact that they put that little detail in there, that's amazing to me. Like I don't know, like I'm sorry, I'm geeking out over every little detail, but this is something that I found truly amazing. So the tornado, it is as scary as it seems. I know you already seen it in the intro, but like it is definitely like, whoa, it's not a nuisance. The trailer made it seem like it's gonna be this devastating, like unstoppable force, which it is. I'm not going to lie. It goes truly kind of wherever it wants. At times it does seem pre-scripted, but like it really does go wherever it wants to. But I'm gonna tell you this: once it comes in, you just see a whole bunch of little freaking retards just flying all around. These little idiots just go straight to it and just they want to pull up their parachute and just glide around it. Now it does take about 20 to 30 damage, so it takes like chunks of health off. So about a good 5 to 10 seconds inside of the circle of the tornado, you're dead. Like you're not surviving it, and it's instant kill if it sucks up like a container crate or another vehicle off the ground. If one of those things hits you while you're in the tornado or around it, it's instant kill, which I do like because it does seem like, oh man, I shouldn't get next to it, but it does give you like a chance to escape it if you get caught in the tornado. So you can also, if you're on ground, you could jump, just spam the jump button. For me it's spacebar, for you might be A or X, and you can just kind of glide away from it. It does take damage, but like I said, it's very maneuverable. The rocket launch, these idiots, man, these goddamn morons. These guys will blow up the rocket. I just want to see, I got to see it go off like maybe 2 or 3 times. But these idiots like blowing it up. Stop blowing it up. I want to see it go off. So that's just me. I don't know why the Battlefield players are so destructive. Well, actually, I did notice the destruction was scaled back. This could be because the beta is 3 months old, or the build we played is 3 months old, and they are going to ramp up destruction. But I didn't see a lot of sorry, I'm only doing this one thing. I didn't see a lot of buildings collapsing. I did see the tornado like swallow a building whole. That's very impressive. But so far as the players being able to destroy it, I didn't see too much of that. This could be down to the map. This could be because of the type of warehouses there are around or whatever. I don't know. We're going to see obviously when the game comes out. I'm so used to like the map being completely destroyed by the end of a Battlefield match, because that's just usually how that goes in Battlefield. Alright, so the plus mechanic is something that I feel like it kind of feels like this game. Oh man, it's made by Crytek. You know the one. It's this game that you can like adjust or like change out your attachments on the fly. The plus mechanic, I did find myself using it for when I'm out of ammo and switching to a different ammo type. I hope that is, I know it's a bug, but I hope it stays in, because it seems like that should work that way. And I do find myself changing my sights depending on how far the enemy is, so I do that a couple times. But the map scale and the objectives were crazy big. Like, there's no longer just, oh, capture A, capture B, capture C, so on and so forth. There's more like, if there's only like, let's say 5 to 6 objectives, it truly feels like there's about like 8 to 10 objectives, because every objective has like a sector to it, and in each objective sector there's like these mini objectives. So let's say there's an A1, there'll be an A2. Let's say there's a D1, there'll be a D1, D2. Now I did notice from the leaked videos that came out about a month or two ago that they did kind of scale back on that. I'm gonna think on release they're gonna change it, because there's some objectives that have just one, and it feels like, well, why does this one have one? But there's clearly other interesting things around it, like other interesting plots of land, and they don't really cover that so much. So I do notice that like there's a B1 and there's an A1, but why is there not a B2 or a B3, seeing that that's the biggest objective in the entire map? It seems like you should have multiple other sectors in it. I did notice with A1, there seems like there was supposed to be an A1, 2, and 3. You can go look at the leaked videos if you want from 2 or 3 months ago. It's going to be kind of difficult because everybody posted beta videos. It's going to get buried. But if you try your hardest, I found it a day or two ago that yes, there was more sector objectives in the past beta that they held secretly 2 or 3 months ago than there are now. And you can search it up if you want, but I did find that kind of annoying that they scaled it back, because at times I feel like, oh man, I want more. I need more blood. It is what it is, but I really did like it. There's no way of going over this easily. There are noticeable things that just seem like it came straight from Warzone or Modern Warfare. The rappels everywhere, or the grapple mechanic, which I guess, you know, grappling, whatever, that can be multiple games. It's not one set game. Oh my god, the grapple mechanic is from this specific game. But the rappels definitely feel like it came straight from Warzone and has made it here. It is what it is. I like it more here because you are able to cancel out of the rappel, and you are able to shoot while rappelling, or even armor plate while you're rappelling. Armor plate is not exclusive to Warzone. Actually, Firestorm had it a while ago, but we're not going to talk about that. That's a whole different other situation, because Firestorm was, oof, man, that was trash, let me tell you. Yeah, that's it. You know, there's crossplay day one. There is obviously dynamic weather, dynamic map changes. That's nothing new for Battlefield, but it's here too. The specialist and operators, it seems like that's going to be a thing that's going to be monetized, like season pass or something, but I really wouldn't know. Give me a second. I really wouldn't know about it being monetized or not. And yeah, I don't know. There's a couple of bugs I noticed, but it's nothing game breaking. It's just annoying that it's here. Once again, the build is 3 months old. I'm pretty sure it should be fixed out. But if you've seen the launch history of Battlefields before, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a hefty, maybe 5 to 10 gigabyte update a month or two in, or if not day one. So this goes for a parachute bug. Sometimes you're not able to pair your parachute. Elevator bugs. Sometimes the elevator's buggy and doesn't want to open, or you try to call it and it doesn't come ever. I've loaded into multiple matches under the ground. That's not good. I've played both on the Series X and the PC. I primarily switched to PC because that's where I've played all the other betas, and this is where I'm going to play this one. I'm sorry. I love my Series X. If you played on the PS5, I'm pretty sure that system's good too, although it looks like Seto Kaiba from goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, the vehicle drops, or the Ranger, which is the dog, they don't really drop in. You kind of have to spam click the little laptop your character has on him. But once again, the beta is 3 months old. The build is 3 months old. So DICE says they're going to be fixing all this, or it's already fixed by the time the full game comes out. We will see. But yeah, I'm happy to see crossplay on day one. I've seen plenty of PlayStation and Xbox players on, and it kind of makes me happy. I feel a little bad for them because it seems like if you look at the full scoreboard, which is now set to like your start button, or for me, escape key, and then you go to your player list. That's set here, but I'm going to be 100% real with you. It is so many PC players compared to console. And like I said, I love my Series X, my tower of power, my mini fridge, whatever you want to call it. But goddamn, there's a lot of PC players on this. So this cloud save. So once I attempted to play it on the Xbox and got the Game Pass and got everything working, so I can actually play the beta, because you do need to have Game Pass or the game pre-ordered. I went right over to my PC the next day and just to see if it would work, and sure enough, the beta ended up working for me. So I just started playing more on PC because I got the Game Pass. So it's cloud save enabled. So if you're playing on PlayStation, you have a PC, it's on here. If you're playing on Xbox and you have a PC, it's on here. You can go play on PC and it'll be the same experience, if not better. I do want to see a Nintendo Switch version. I'm joking. Obviously, there's not going to be a Nintendo Switch version. The OLED model is not strong enough. It actually has no changes beside a bigger screen for the handheld version. Or if you play handheld, I don't play my Switch ever handheld. I only play docked. But maybe in some weird twisted future, Nintendo will put out a beefcake 4K machine of a Nintendo Switch and you can play it. But I don't think that's gonna happen. It's just the truth. I think this Battlefield definitely is headed into the future, into the cosmos. This game is futuristic, but it doesn't feel overly futuristic like Advanced Warfare or Black Ops 3. Hey man, it is what it is. The naming of the game, some players might be confused. Why is it called 2042? Battlefield has a history of doing this before. They had a game called Battlefield 1942. Then they had a game called 2042. And you can go play the free-to-play game right now on Steam. It's called 2142. So this naming is not too, far off. But yeah, I heard there's going to be a season pass. I really hope not, because I ain't spending no more money, bro. These games cost $60 to $70 now. I don't know how much that translates into any other currency, but that's too damn much. $70? And I think that's only, I believe that's only for PS5 players. I don't know what the fuck makes that so special where it has to be $70 damn for a game. But I'm not paying that shit. Alright? Last time Battlefield came out for PC, it was $50 on day one. Right? It's already $10 cheaper. And then you can get it cheaper through other sources if you know your know-hows. I hope there's no item shop. Battlefield 5 had an item shop. Let's not do that, because Battlefield 1 was damn near perfect. It had supply drops or crates you could get over time. I've never had to buy a crate. The in-game currency system was balanced near perfect. It just is what it is. But Battlefield 5 had an item shop. It wanted you to go buy the little V coins or whatever the fuck battle coins shit is. Get that out of my god. Save that for the mobile games. Get that out of my sight. I don't want to be next to it. But I don't want to see an item shop, and I definitely don't want to see a season pass. Seeing the way games are headed, I am pretty sure there's going to be a season pass. My god, I hope there's not. Because Hazard Zone is something that I'm still thinking is going to be like Escape from Tarkov, or like a DayZ or H1Z1 type game mode. And Portal seems like it's going to be fun for everyone, but I don't think it needs to have a battle pass, season pass, or goddamn item shop. I'll take the season pass, but fuck you, item shop. I don't want that shit in my game. And that's it. You know, I covered it all. So I tried to do this a little bit more together, so my brain isn't just scattered everywhere. So I wrote this down on a notepad, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you played the beta, tell me what your thoughts is. I'm gonna try to put this in 4K and see if YouTube ever decides to upload it. I hope this video isn't too long. Subscribe today, become a fro. It's just free. Yeah, these days I don't even have a fro anymore. I have a ponytail. I don't know if I ever said that. But hey, look, Battlefield 2042 beta came, and man, I'm gonna miss it. Thank you so much, and don't forget to like and subscribe.